Welcome to the Lee Summit R7 Swim Clinic.
You're going to focus on your breathing. You have to exhale enough so that you can inhale. Get that head up too high and then drop. Set, go. You're training on the first few strokes. Thumb first, you're going to hurt your shoulder. So fingertips first, and that puts your elbow in great position right at the beginning. Okay. Everybody know what we're doing on this one? Straight down the pool. Minimize resistance. Set, go. Okay. Straight down the pool. Go.
Put both feet on the wall, head down, and arms tightly in front before the push-off. Bill Ryan noticed that your arms are pushing down rather than back. This causes your upper body to go up and sink your feet, like swimming uphill. Bill Ryan stretching the legs back for streamlining will also get easier for better horizontal balance, starting with his head uphill. Steve would also benefit from a smaller, tighter kick, which would help with keeping his legs up. Bill Sherman. Elbow is dropping before the hand passes the shoulder. Head is high, which drops the legs and increases drags on the entire body. Look at the bottom. Arms are entering the water flat, which pulls air under and reduces the first part of the pull. Bill Ryan, more conditioning will help, but form will be the biggest contributor to swimming 20 lengths, one length at a time. Push-off was deep because the feet were too high on the wall. Rushing the left front quadrant, especially the left hand, progressive catch-up drill would help him stretch the left hand through the catch. Get some glide as he is starting the early vertical forearm. Bill Ryan. Note, uneven rotation. OK onto the left side to accommodate breathing on the right. Rotate evenly onto the right side. Bill Ryan. The kick should start from the hip rather than the knees. Left hand turned sideways, losing grip on the water. Steve might benefit from using a kickboard, focusing on keeping the kick tight. Bill Sherman. More conditioning will help at least 3 times per week, working up to 20 laps, 1 lap at a time. Elbow is not high enough at the start of the stroke, resulting in the first part of the pull being down instead of back. This right hand catch is too deep. Stretch forward into the initiation of the pull. Have a glide phase. Bill Ryan. Start the flip turn with both hands at the sides. Initiating with both hands in front means that the first action will push the head up, not down into the somersault position. Bill Ryan. Good balance, bilateral and horizontal. Bill Ryan. Start breath inhale with the catch on the opposite hand so that he can get his exhale done in time to lead his shoulder rotation back with his face. Right now his face is trying to inhale when his shoulders want to come down for the next stroke. Bill Ryan. Needs to put his hands into the water in front of his shoulders, not in front of his face. Press the fingertips down to initiate the catch. Bill Sherman. Early vertical forearm should cure some of the latent straight arm pull. Bill Ryan. lower head to bring hips up, better horizontal balance, 4-finger catch instead of thumb index finger catch. Bill Ryan. Tom is using a 2-beat kick, causing the legs to splay and cause drag, to develop a smaller, more frequent kick, which will help keep the legs up too. Bill Sherman. First part of the stroke pushes down due to head position. Look at the bottom. Bill Ryan. Elbow high early will allow for a better catch of the water to push toward the feet and cut the upper body lift to keep the feet higher. Might be crossing over center with the hands, but keeping the elbows higher longer, pointing the fingers at the bottom during the pull might solve this problem. Bill Ryan. Elbow should be so high that the fingers point towards the bottom. Early vertical forearm versus straight arm pull. 4-finger catch early, vertical forearm versus straight arm pull. Bill Ryan. The arms are landing flat, on the surface so that the first part of the pull is down and not forward. Elbow 2 inches forward, hand 2 inches back would be perfect. Good horizontal and bilateral balance. Bill Ryan. Immediately after breathing, she looks forward. This is accompanied by a drop in the right knee to compensate. Keep the head in line to eliminate this. Race note: breathe less in sprints to reduce these inefficient movements. Bill Sherman. Look right at the bottom after taking a breath. This should cut down on drag. Start exhale as the face turns under. You are still exhaling at the beginning of the inhale phase. Once your arms are at the side, reverse them to accelerate your flip. Keep your elbow higher longer until your hand passes your shoulder. Good extension in front. Put your head down and your hands in front before pushing off the wall. Four-finger catch at a slightly downward angle so that the first part of the stroke is back and not down. Further extension of the left arm underwater will help add power on that side. Watch the legs come apart. A smaller, tighter kick will help you stay in line. Bill Sherman. As you are tiring, your head is lifting more on the breath. Your breath on the right is better than on the left because you lift your head more on the left, which drops your hips, creating more drag. Work toward breathing just on your best side, which appears to be on the right. Stretch into catch, then early vertical forearm, especially your left hand. Bill Ryan. Hand should be 90 degrees to the bottom at this point. Dropping the elbow before the hand passes the shoulder. Better rotation on left side for right side breathing. Balance with more focus on rotating onto the right side and opening the shoulder for the recovery on the left. Bill Ryan. Tuck sooner Reversing the arms during the flip will accelerate the turn. Straighten the arms tighter before the push-off. Work on a tighter, smaller kick for streamlining. Bill Sherman. Left elbow higher would be perfect. Your catch is correct, but then your hands point up when they should be pointing slightly more down than your arm. Elbow should be higher during the pull. Watch the attached video with the email that we send out. Early vertical forearm should result in 90-degree at the elbow and less depth than the current stroke. Bill Ryan. Your hands are going sideways. Start the exhale immediately as your face turns into the water after your inhale so that you can complete the exhale underwater before turning your face for your next inhale. Bill Ryan. Hand paddles might help him to reduce the fanning of his hands at the catch and help to keep his feet up too. Bill Sherman. Point your toes more to cut down on drag. Move the head slightly down to assist to bring your feet higher. Feel your feet break the surface every other stroke. Head down and hands tight in front before pushing off. Start the exhale immediately as your face turns into the water after inhale. Bill Ryan. The start of your stroke is down, which keeps your upper body high and sinks your feet. Notice the air you drag down after the catch with the left arm. Four-finger catch versus knife the water. Bill Ryan. Elbow high at the beginning of the stroke so the entire forearm can be 90 degrees with the bottom at mid-stroke. Maintain a lower head position to lift the hips. Head fully leaves the water upon breathing, causing the hips to drop. Bill Sherman. Four-finger catch to the water with your hands slightly down so they are ready to push water back. Push-off is too deep. Dolphins must be twice as fast to be effective. Your hand entry is good, but then the hands are flattening out, causing the first part of the stroke to be down instead of back. Start the exhale immediately as your face turns into the water after inhale so that you can complete the exhale underwater before turning your face out for your next inhale. Bill Ryan. Keeping the elbows high at the beginning of the stroke will help to push water more back rather than down. Roll the head to breathe. You have a little bounce, lifting your head slightly to breathe, then dropping down. To get better horizontal position, maintain the horizontal position throughout the stroke. Bill Ryan. Work on a steady head to smooth your forward motion. Race note: less breathing on shorter races eliminates the chances for this flaw to cost you time. Bill Sherman. Head down first with hands held tightly in front will assist your push off and glide. You have a good catch, but then your hands are flattening out. Left arm is too high on the glide. Elbows high so that your forearm is at 90 degrees to the bottom as your hand passes the shoulder. If you find yourself out of breath, work on getting a more complete exhale underwater and a bigger inhale when your face turns out. Bill Ryan. Finish your arm recovery in the air as your hands currently enter the water at your ear and push out front underwater, effectively pushing against your momentum. Bill Sherman. When your elbows are not high, the first part of your stroke pushes water down. This raises your upper body and causes your feet to sink. Currently losing a start on your stroke, dropping your elbow and closing your armpits after your extension. Keep your armpits open. Bill Ryan. Watch your hips sink as you breathe left and lift your head out of the water. Keep the top of your head going forward, lifting only the chin to breathe. Bill Sherman. We hope you got something out of the swim clinic. Our names are listed in the email. All of the ones for Bill Sherman and Bill Ryan are noted. The ones that have no name were made by Dave Noble. We welcome your call and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you.